What's going on, everybody? Officer here, and welcome to another car showcase video. I haven't done one in a while. Today we're going to be showcasing off a San Andreas Park Ranger Canis Seminole Frontier. It's based off of a Jeep, an old Cherokee, I believe. Now, it costs over 700 grand with no trade price on Southern San Andreas Super Autos, and the price makes no sense when compared to the vehicles, honestly. I don't know why they're so high, but I mean, it's 2021, inflation's just rampant, I suppose. But anyways, let's get customizing it. Now, there's a few different color schemes we can do with this, and I'll show those later on. But let's get right into customizing the vehicle. So I recommend having an auto shop so you can have everything unlocked. And right off the rip, we're going to start off with the aerial to replace a police antenna. Now, this car is probably too old to have AMPR fitted into it, but it basically fits the aesthetic. Now, if you've seen the rest of my car videos, you probably know we're not making a war machine or speed demon, so there's no armor, brakes, or engine modifications here. For exhausts, we can just use the stock. I think it fits the time period of the vehicle, though that's pretty much up to you. The fenders, I'm using the extra large fenders. I feel that they beef up the vehicle just a little bit more. It makes it look kind of more rugged. For the ram bar, we're using the primary bull bar 4, though depending on how you modify the colors, you might use the secondary. This push bar has more weight to it in terms of appearance. That's why I chose it over the primary, though there is an argument for either one, really. And to add some visual support to the bull bar, we're going to use the primary Canis grill. And again, if you have a different color scheme, if it's white and green or whatnot, you might want to invert that with the secondary one. For the bonnet, we are using the plastic wind deflector. Adds more of that visual support and prevents debris from getting on the car and makes pitch just look a little more pleasing. The bonnet itself is really up to preference. I use the reverse owl, keeps the car from looking flat just in the front, and really shows off the chrome, which is really sad that it's in that location on the sides. For the horn, as we do for all police vehicles, we're using the clown horn, though the sad trombone has kind of dawned on me a wee bit lately. I'm testing one out right now. No changes to the lights, and the livery can be changed to have some mud on it with the off-road livery. It's really up to how you want the car to be perceived, since you'll be out in the rugged terrain. None of the others really appeal to the police theme, though the other one is just covered in way too much mud. We'll be using the terrain mirrors. It gives more of that lifted look to the vehicle and not so stock car-esque. Next, we have the mud guards, which are optional pretty much, but to me it makes a car look down to earth, especially given your jurisdiction you have up north, and the fact that most vehicles don't have the mud guard option, so this is a pretty good one to have on. And for the plate, as always, we use the exempt plate, and I even have the old school LSPDFR Edward King one on there, just for the authenticity. Behold the most underwhelming chromium placement. It's not on the side, but you can join us on the Social Club. In terms of the time period and purpose of the vehicle, I stuck with matte colors here, not classics, just I don't like the shiny look. But I was debating on whether a green on white would look better than a white and green and vice versa. And really, these are the two main colors that the in-game Park Rangers use, so whichever one's your primary or secondary can be swapped and inverted here. Olive drab and white are what I went with, so the desert tan doesn't actually look half bad here. I would recommend owning an auto shop so you have all paint jobs unlocked, no need to do the challenges, and of course, no roll cage as well. The light bar is the roof accessory we're going with. It's simple, and the primary roof kits, all the roof kits really looked a little too standoffish for me. Although if that's your style, you can rock with those as well. Now for the side step, we're using the middle ground, slat steps. No steps makes a car look too barren, and the punch steps make it look too bulky. No changes to neither suspension nor transmission as always, and same with turbo, especially on a Jeep. They'll blow the shocks right off it. Now for wheels, it's usually the same on the channel, but there's some new wheels since I've made my last one. I kept the default ones, but you could get away with some black off-road ones. The Steely series here fits rather well, but I use the defaults just to keep the filth theme. You know, it's Park Ranger in the sand and the mud and whatnot. I wouldn't make the tires bulletproof for, obvious reasons. And as always, we rock a light smoke window tint. It bridges the gap between transparency and opacity. I think translucence is a pretty good aesthetic for police cars as a rule of thumb. And there you have it, the Canis Seminole Frontier. Over $700,000, and you'll be putting about, I'd say, $300 into it just to get it to where it is right here. I think it looks pretty nice if you're in patrols and you go up into that area. This is a very good utility vehicle to have for the mountain range. And yeah, hopefully enjoy. With that being said, I'm Officer, signing out, and take care.